So I wanted to draw this giant test crown with a felt tip Sharpie, micropoint Sharpie. But it turns out it has no ink left in it. So I will switch. Well, that was easy. I will switch to this ballpoint pen, see if that does any better. Okay, I think I'm about ready to try to draw the giant crown test again, this time with a ballpoint pen, since my felt tip seemed to have no ink left in it. This is the same ballpoint pen that I did the spring-loaded modification on in a previous video. Let's take it down 1 more millimeter. Let's see how this goes. This is on my newly resurfaced spoil board after having built a torsion box to get better flatness. I have nothing underneath this paper. It's laying straight on the spoil board. And if I've got good flatness, I should be able to get a giant crown drawn with basically no skips. That part looks really good. I'm not speeding this video up. This is real time. This is another pen is out of ink. You gotta be kidding me. If the pen had ink in it, this would be going really great. But I've got another pen that's run out of ink. Okay, I'll cancel this and look for another pen. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'm wondering if maybe I homed it down a little too far and had the pen pressing down a little too hard. This pen is brand new. I can hardly believe it's out of ink. When I rub my finger under it, I got some ink on my finger. I'm going to try again with the same pen. And this time I homed it down not quite so tight. See if this works. See how close I got to on top of the last time I tried it. It's pretty good repeatability, I think. Still can't tell if I'm actually shooting real ammunition or firing blanks here, because it's drawing right on top of the last line. But hopefully by not having it homed down so tight, maybe it'll actually draw this time. That was looking good. How about over here where it was drawing invisible lines here? Hey, I think we've got success. So far, all indications are that my flatness has really succeeded. I could never have done this, despite all my efforts to try to. I flattened the spoil board previously twice on the old table and still had poor results. But this time with this torsion box, I seem to have started off with a much better plane of flatness, and for whatever reason my best efforts to get flatness before were failing, but I seem to have finally succeeded with this parametric CNC cut torsion box table. Just for info's sake, this giant crown test, I'll show you on the screen both the Corel Draw vector of it and also the SLCam cut file, and you can tell from the speeds that this makes a great real-time speed on the print. I think I started to mention that this crown is fitting on a 32-inch wide by 24-inch tall outer frame. 24 inches is the width of this paper. Of course, the length is basically to infinity. But so far, I'm getting phenomenal results that are indicating I've got a true flatness on this table. You can't beat that. There was my felt tip with no ink in it approach a minute ago. So apparently the problem was I had the pen homed down too tightly. It's pressing it too tightly against the paper. I've got the right amount of tension now, apparently, and the same pen that wouldn't draw a minute ago is drawing great. Well, there it is, folks. My giant crown, 2 feet tall, about 2.5 feet wide, which was also kind of a speed test, much faster than the normal small crown, and a great flatness test because it's so much bigger than the original crown. This is Doug Joseph with Design 8 Studio, and if you want to see how I made the table that has given me this flatness, look at my recent video called Full Sheet Table Part 2. If you like our content, please click like and consider subscribing. Until the next video, I wish you happy making.